We are live. Oh, that looks way better.
Good night, everybody, and thank you for tuning in to Peaches and Dream podcast. How you doing? Make sure you leave a comment, like, share, subscribe, do all that good stuff. So tonight we are having a special guest. Maybe we might have another special guest. Her name is Mia, and her and Peaches are actually going to be reviewing their recent trip to Mexico.
Mm,
Mexico. So what part of Mexico? Yeah, I went to Cancun, right? Clearly, that's where people go, right?
We was not in Cancun. That
Oh,
was an hour
yes. We were
away.
not. We were not. We were not.
Oh, it was Punta Cana?
No,
No, that's a farce. That's a farce. That's a farce. We were
Okay,
in
so
Quintero.
I don't know what that place was.
Uh,
It was in the ghetto part of Mexico. I can tell you that part.
so which airport did y'all fly into? Is it the same place where y'all
Cancun.
stayed? Oh,
Yeah,
so
we
y'all
went
flew
to
into.
Cancun.
Okay, so
Quintana Roo. I'm
how
sorry.
far was it from the airport where you guys stayed?
Ooh, ooh. About an hour or two, depending on your driver.
Hmm. And the
Wow.
traffic and the construction.
Yeah, all that.
Okay, so this is going to be interesting once y'all
Uh,
actually get into your review. But aside from their trip, they're gonna go into more details. We're also gonna be covering Lil Durk in India, their home invasion, which actually turned into a shootout. We're also gonna be talking about the assassination of the president of Haiti, and then also the Victoria's Secret hearing.
Ooh.
All of
Mm.
that. So, what you guys want to start with?
Let's get the Victoria's Secret Karen out the way.
Well, okay, Peaches, you got anything you could pull up for them?
Of course,
Oh
because
my
that
god.
video is a whole mess.
Oh my God!
Can't believe it.
It looks like a Wayne Brothers production.
Yo. I can't wait. I mean, of course, like most of you guys are familiar with it, but we gonna be watching and we gonna laugh about it all over again
Of course, of course, of course.
and talk about the audacity of the
Hmm.
lady. It was kind of a
Yeah,
long video though, too.
I didn't know it was that long. I didn't know it was
Yeah,
6 parts.
yeah. I
yes.
saw snips and pieces at first, but then eventually I saw the longer version, and I was like, "Nah, you can't be serious, bro." Yeah, they got so many memes about it now. It's hilarious.
Okay. So let me go ahead and share my screen. Chrome tab. Okay, here she is. Hope y'all can hear it. Hope it's not too loud. Now let me go back. Now you are.
Hold on, turn it down a little bit.
Oh my God! Do you see this? Oh my God! I never thought nothing like this would happen to me. She just tried to run and hit me, and now she. Did you see her? You saw her, right? They all saw her. Oh my God! I'm gonna run to the bathroom right quick. Karen had a breakdown. She tried to hit me. Ask your workers. She tried to hit me. She tried to hit me. Now I want security for you. Oh my God. Oh my God. I didn't try to, but you please don't record me. Don't record me. Y'all got to get security. She charged me. If I wouldn't have ducked, she would. Oh no, no. Oh no, you just wanted security for you now. Don't cry. No, no, no. I want you to call security. Thank you. She's chasing me around the damn store. And I'm supposed to. She's recording me. She's taping me and she's threatening me. She recorded my muscle right now and she's laughing. Get all over there, please. My heart's racing.
I love it. Like, this is great, y'all, because I live in New Jersey. And let me tell you a little bit of something about where this incident occurred, right? Short Hills Mall. Now, if you're not familiar with Short Hills Mall, it is the fanciest of the fancy, the bougiest of the bougie, most high-end luxury mall that you could ever visit. Like, for real, straight up, 100%. Like, you name it, if you can't afford it, it's there. So the irony is truly infinite that this happened where it did, because this is the epitome of white America. I can do unto thee what thou canst do unto me. This woman was clearly captured on camera assaulting someone. And then she started crying when she got caught. Meanwhile, the victim seemed more amused than bothered.
She charged me. If I wasn't an adult, she would. Oh no, you just want a security now. No, don't cry.
You know, like with little kids crying and they can't breathe.
Oh, I didn't know he was on there.
Yeah, I like his commentary though.
Oh my God!
It's that oh my God for me. It's the oh my God for me.
Do you see this? Oh my God! I never thought nothing like this would happen to me. She just tried to run and hit me, and now she.
And then, after all that crying, she pulls the ultimate Karen move.
Ooh.
Call the authorities.
Well, I don't know exactly right now who you're referring to.
Here we go.
Is everything okay?
No, I feel in danger. No, everything's not okay. Ask them. She chased me. Excuse me, ma'am. You're the manager, right? Could you come over here and tell them what this lady did? No, she should be escorted out the mall. She tried to attack me twice. You doing that because she's white and she crying.
Uh-huh.
I am nowhere near her. I don't have to move. I'm not breaking any laws. Now you get so aggressive with me. Get aggressive like that with her. Look at this shit. See this shit? This lady chased me around the Victoria's Secret store. Literally. Chased. And the manager told them that she chased me. And they don't want to do anything, but listen to her crying.
The woman who did the assaulting was treated with more care and patience than the actual, because law enforcement has been trained and conditioned to fear and target Black people in America. Because after all, the poor, screaming, attention-drawing lady the entire mall could hear just might need to be served and protected.
Don't make no sense, do it?
I wish we had the part where she was running towards her, and then she's like, "Get away from me!" Like, how are you running towards somebody and telling them to get away from you? Like, what?
Yeah, let me see if I can find that.
But I was like, nah.
What's up? Ladies and gentlemen.
Oh wait, that's a 12-minute video. Hold on.
Options. Thinking about it, it's kind of.
Oh, she fell out. I forgot. Did they show the fallout part?
No, they didn't show her passing out.
But she's doing it anyway, and she's going very slowly to the ground.
Thought about it and then fell.
Finally uses her
purse as a pillow. I didn't see that one. What? I was like, bitch, come on now. That's a good one.
Right, I didn't even realize that either.
To make sure she doesn't accidentally hit her head on the ground, doesn't actually become an actual victim in the situation. Not a victim of the other person, but a victim of her own bad decision making here. This is, it's adorable. And then, just like you would expect, everyone around here who's pretty much clued in that this is insanity has decided to completely ignore it. Maybe because they realize it's fake. Maybe because they just don't want to deal with it. Maybe the panties are just that goddamn good. I don't know. But I do know
I'm done.
we made the right decision by ignoring it. And if for some reason you're out there and thinking this is an Oscar-winning performance, I believe her entirely. A few moments later, she apparently, I'm so tempted and freaked out. She just goes right back into the act.
The leg shake. What the fuck?
All right, pause it for a second.
It's the jiggling.
Yeah. Girl, you know the movie Breaking?
Oh, that was hilarious.
Let me show you. Let me show y'all.
Why they do that? Why they do that?
You would have to know that movie. Like growing up, that movie is called Breaking. It came out probably like in the 80s, like before I was born. But my mom, like, she put us on when we was little. It's like a whole dancing movie. I love that movie. We used to watch it like every day. I actually made my kids watch it recently. That's how much I love it. But so it's funny if you watch the movie, like that's the type of stuff that they was doing as far as the dance move. And it's just hilarious because I wasn't even expecting that. I was just so excited to see Breaking. And the next thing you know, this bitch is on the floor.
Okay, let me get to the part where she's chasing.
Yes, I want to see that.
Things how they think they would express it.
Mm-hmm.
So then she starts demanding the people in the Victoria's Secret take the phone away. And again, that doesn't sound like fight or flight. That's not a thing I think I would be saying in that situation. It sounds like she knows she's in trouble. She knows that footage makes her look bad. She wants it deleted. And so she's demanding that it get deleted. She wants to stop being where she becomes the aggressor again.
Look, get away from me! Oh, y'all gotta get this lady! Get away from me! You gotta
How are you chasing somebody?
Get away from me. Get away! Look at this. Get away from me. Yes, can y'all get her away from me? Get her away from me!
It makes absolutely no sense to me after watching this footage again why you would physically attack the person, especially when you know they're recording.
A word?
You know why? She's this color.
Was it freezing for you too, Mia?
No.
Oh, hold on. Let me.
But maybe it was me then.
Let me take you in. Let me pull you out and take you back in. Bam. Okay. Let me see if that'll work.
Okay.
That's probably the only compelling evidence in all of this that this could be some sort of mental illness. I don't think it's post-traumatic stress disorder because that's definitely not what I think.
Okay, now he's just making excuses. He's taking up for that bitch. So no.
Exactly.
We're not going to do that. We're not going to do that.
Honestly, let me just say this. I wouldn't say like, oh yeah, I would take up for her. But listen, you can't be in your right state of mind and doing all of that. I'm sorry. But then again, we already know that most Caucasian people, they're not normal when they thought it was okay to take a whole group of people who bleed just like them, who cry just like them, and make them slaves. So we know they're not all the way right in the head. You remember that time we were talking about critical race theory? See, remember?
Yes.
Basically, critical race theory, it basically teaches that, like a lot of white people say, it teaches that white people are evil and racist. And it's like, as much as this, you know, we don't want to say that all people are, a lot of them are, and they're conditioned like that. And it's a mental disorder at this point.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah. Karen.
Okay, so they hold on, let me see if anybody found out where she works, what her name is, because
they found her on Twitter.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Let me.
I'm surprised Peaches ain't by her. Peaches is a whole private investigator.
Karen on Twitter.
Mm-hmm.
But she never said her name, did she?
I have it in the search results. Let me pull that up. So apparently her name is Abigail Effick, admitted to lying during police report. She claimed she was afraid of losing her job in apartment. What? You need to.
Mm-hmm.
Abigail.
Wow.
Abigail should go to jail.
You were about to lose your job. Abigail in jail.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see if I can pull up her real name. Like any more information about her. What? Oh, shoot. Oh, dang.
What happened?
No. They look, the internet, they will find out who you are.
Oh, hold on, let me see.
And then the woman's attack, she's Nigerian.
Yeah.
That
Oh
name,
wow.
Nigerian name, Ijoma, Yukinta, Yukinta.
Mm-hmm.
She's a
Okay.
teacher,
Oh, really?
a
Okay.
teacher's aide. Yep.
Yukinta.
There she is. Yep, they got yes. Outed the white woman as a 20-something-year-old teacher's aide of Cedar
Mhm.
Grove, New Jersey. As Ella Fix videos made their way to social media, people started requesting the school, Cedar Grove High School, where she works, to terminate her from her position. Yes, yes, that's
Mhm.
exactly what the fuck needs to happen.
Mm-hmm.
What? Once security arrives with zero urgency, they refuse to see the video evidence of this woman's behavior, lie in the police report, and stall any chances of an investigation taking place.
Mhm.
Huh. She further said, I want you to understand that this is exactly what white privilege. Oh, yeah. What's his name? Queen of the Ratchet. He has a white privilege video. White privilege. A
Mm-hmm.
man of any other race would have been detained. A woman of any other race would have been detained and carried out of the store. I don't say this because I want others to be able to act this way. I don't say this because I want other people to be treated this way. I say this that the denial of white privilege is a denial of reality. There is no accountability for the weaponizing of white tears that has cost many people their lives and livelihood. This isn't a joke. This is not funny. Quite frankly, this video is traumatizing because Black people can do everything right. And not only will we be automatically framed as in the wrong, but we will be denied the right to record the scenario of our evidence and our safety. Okay, say that. Say that. That reminds me of that TikTok shit that had went viral of these white women crying and then they
Mhm.
turn it off and start smiling all of a sudden.
Mm-mm-mm.
Yes,
That's
it's
and you mean and you think that's normal? Clearly, they're sick in their heads. Like you can't listen.
and that is
It's
so
something wrong.
scary. That is so scary.
It is.
But yeah, so hopefully there'll be an update. Look, I don't want anybody to be struggling or nothing like that, but
Mhm.
wrong is wrong, and I hope they use that evidence in the police reports in the investigation, and she goes to jail for lying. What state has a Karen law? What state has a Karen law? I think it's New York after that bird watching incident.
For
Uh,
me, it's breaking up. Me, is it breaking up for you?
No, I can hear y'all perfectly.
oh,
San
Oh,
Francisco has it.
let me
wait, they have
see.
what?
The
The
Karen law.
Karen Act, yes, they spell it with a C,
Mm.
aims to punish racist 911 callers in San Francisco. Oh, it's in San Francisco.
Mhm.
Okay. I thought they had it in New York too after that
Yeah,
woman.
that
No, they
I
have
thought
been.
so
Yeah,
too.
it's in California, San Francisco, and New York. Yeah.
Yeah, because after that woman um accused that little
The
boy
dog.
of stealing her phone, that too. But she
Oh
that woman,
wait.
she just got sentenced, I think. She accused that little teenager of stealing her phone, little black kid,
Mhm.
and
I
she
remember.
attacked him.
What?
Physically attacked
That happened recently. You know that.
Yeah, I
him.
saw that
Yes.
one. That was the one with the man.
I'm trying to.
Yes.
Peaches, did
Oh,
you see it? Basically, another Karen saw this guy who she thought had her son's phone. The
yes.
reason why she,
I'm sorry, go ahead.
you know, where's that? Because I'm trying to find it, but it will look better if you showed it.
Shoot, where was that? Because I saw it and then I
I'm looking
passed
right
right
now.
by it. Shoot.
I'm looking right now. I found it, but the problem is that for some reason I cannot find you on Instagram.
What?
I told you that. I don't know why. I was like, you probably, I mean, not like on purpose. I was like, check your block list because I can't find you on my regular page, but the other pages I could. It's weird.
Okay, there's the Soho Karen. That was the one in New York. And then there's another one.
Play
Okay.
that. I just sent it to you.
You sent me the link? Okay.
Yeah, but the problem, well, it's not really a problem, but it's a few slides. It's one of those posts on Instagram where you have to swipe. But it's 1, 2, 3, 4 videos, and then the last one is a screenshot. Here we go.
Hold on.
Now, as well as my money and my ID, and tell her who I am and I do not steal. And she continues. She's holding. The only reason I'm not leaving is because I don't have a gun. That's why I'm not leaving. What's your name, ma'am? If you don't mind me asking, is it okay if I have your name?
Let's call cops first.
No problem at all.
Now you're recording me.
No problem. I
And
have a right
didn't
to.
come out here and say, excuse me,
No.
do you have my son's phone?
But when I
didn't say,
told
have
you,
my
no,
son's
you
phone.
did.
I did not come at you like
You
that.
did.
No, I did not.
You did.
Sir,
And when
I
you're
did not.
running after me and following me,
I was
believe me,
running
I've been
after
racially
you. I'm looking
profiled
at the
so
location.
long,
Hello?
and I'm very scared of that.
Yes. See.
He better than me. I'd have hopped in my car and ran her ass over.
Okay. All right, bye.
I'm done. He was trying to do the right thing. I respect people that could keep their cool because I would curse you I would get mad, like really get mad if somebody did that shit to me.
I pull my phone out and tell her I do not, as well as my money and my ID, and tell her who I am and I do. Right. Because you're wrong.
Then let's
right?
fix this. We'll wait until the police are here.
So-
You said it yourself.
What will happen when you're wrong? What happens? What do I get? Just an apology?
Sure.
That's not good enough.
No, we're staying here until you give me my phone because it marks that you're here.
I don't have a phone.
No.
She has an iPhone.
Nope.
Really crazy. You're following
Yeah.
me now.
Now I am.
That's good.
Because that phone
A
has cost
sorry
me
is not
money.
good
Yes.
enough. A sorry person isn't
Well,
good
now
enough
you're
for me.
bullshit. Now I
sorry-
am accusing you. You said you were staying here because you have nothing to
You're
own, right?
accusing
So
me.
let's go ahead and stay
Thank
here.
you. Here, come on. We go back up to the front. There's too many cars passing. No problem. You see me, right? Everybody know me. I'm definitely pressing charges. It's racial profile. You gotta see it on camera yourself. Right? Because the phone should be following us, right? Right? Well, I have a phone that should be following. I haven't even got to my car yet. I'm still supposed to be in my pocket, right? She's not smart enough to know that. This is why she's going to get charged. Right? I'm gonna let you know. Because my wife will be dealing with it. How you doing, ma'am?
Call the police department.
How you doing?
Hi, what's going on?
She accused me of stealing a phone, ma'am. She ran after me. First, it happened in the store, man. It was kind of violent. I'm a married man sitting here dealing with this woman's irateness because
She even took it as far as complaining to a store manager.
That's not my fault. But being racially profiled, that's going to be
When we
hers.
were in the parking lot, it was marking him like right there, but I can't.
Where's that now?
And this
Marking him?
is the moment she
It's the phone,
realized
right?
she
I
effed
have the
up.
phone, right? She follows in the store.
I-
She
Bitch,
accused me. And it's okay.
yeah.
Everybody's
She
saying
sees
that
her
thing
kid
wrong.
walking back with his phone.
But I'm not like this. Why I went up to him?
Dumbass.
I can't.
No, I can't for my safety. Everybody I'm involving, I understand. When she racially profiled me, her son found the phone.
Her kid
son
left
found
the
it,
phone
though.
in the car all
Her son
along.
found it in the car. So now I'm going to press charges. Ma'am, may I have your name, please? May I have your name, please, ma'am?
No.
No? Okay, that's
Oh,
okay.
so
I'll
now
just
And
she's
like
follow
instead
you.
of apologizing, she tells him to go F himself.
I'm a married man.
And that's her job. Do you know how huge a company like Kaiser is? She worked for Kaiser
But
Permanente.
I wonder, like, I want to figure out how did they know she worked at Kaiser? That's what I was trying to figure out. I wanted
like,
to, I was trying to join.
They shared the video. Did they recognize her or?
I'm changing my phone.
What in the world? But yeah, so this did happen recently.
I just don't understand it. because I'm an iPhone user.
You
And
just do me
anybody
a
that has
favor
an
real quick.
iPhone,
Say that again.
Let me in on the other. Do you see me backstage? I have to come off this one. This one is breaking up.
Okay. I'm sorry. What were you saying, Mia?
I was saying I've noticed that you had an iPhone,
Uh-huh.
and with iPhones, when you have iPhones, you could quickly go right in your iPhone, put find my iPhone, and it lists all the accounts connected to that iPhone. And it'll show you exactly where it's sitting at. Like when I say sitting, if my phone was still in Mexico, it would pinpoint that the last place it was at was in Mexico.
And can't you call out to Siri? Be like,
You
Siri,
can
where are
ping
you?
the iPhone.
No,
Yeah, you can
here's
call out,
another
be
thing
like,
because
Siri, where are you? And she'll say, here I am. I know because I do it on my Google Assistant. Hey Google, where are you?
So she's full of shit.
But
Sorry.
here's the thing, though. Not only that, y'all can hear me, right? Because I had to switch phones.
Yeah, we can hear you.
I have 2 iPhones, right? So
Mm-hmm.
whenever I'm looking for my iPhone, I go to the Find My iPhone, which the lady swore she was doing, and then this is what I do. Because if she really wanted to know if that was her phone, that's all she had to do right here.
Yep.
That's all she had to do. And then when you find it, you have to, put your passcode in, and then you say, okay, you turned the alert off. So that lady was really, I don't know what she was on, but she I don't know who does, I don't know. Anyways.
But yeah.
Profiling.
You're breaking up. You're breaking up. You're breaking up.
Apologize. And then she gonna tell him like that. Her son had his phone and the phone was in the Is it still breaking up?
Okay, no, you're fine now. You're fine now.
My bad. But yeah, her son walked up with his phone that was in the car the whole time, and she harassed the hell out of him with no apology. Like, people, yo, I'm over this shit. But yeah, that was like a sidebar. That wasn't even part of the topics, but it came up. So
it's all related. It's all related. It just keeps happening, and I don't get why you think you can do that to people and know that you're being recorded. Like, you must want your life to be fucked up. You must want to lose your job. You must want people to think badly about you. Like, I know. The last sidebar before this topic. What's his name? Edward Cheney Matthews in New Jersey, the white guy that was arrested for Edward Matthews, Mount Laurel. Yes, he was in Mount Laurel.
Oh, the neighborhood shit. When he gave his address out.
Yes. Told all the niggas to pull up, and that's exactly what they did. That's exactly what they did. Like, come on now. Talking about some all you monkey niggers and all this. And you know what? He was good in with the cops also. That's why nobody's done anything before now, because he was good in with the cops. And he said on the video, go ahead and call the cops. They're not going to do anything. And then when the cop showed up, the cop knew him by his name. He was like, Cheney, back up. Cheney, just back up. They already knew who he was. All these fucking ads and shit. Let me search YouTube.
Yeah, I literally just had pizza too.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
His name is Edward Cagney Matthews.
Cagney, my bad.
Let's give him the fame that he wanted, because what'd you say? He said, come see about me. After his racist rant against a neighbor, harassment. He had been doing this for a long period of time. Police did nothing about it. Got caught on videotape. He said, you know what? This is my address. Come.
And you know what? On the video, he said, the police are my people. Ooh, that really stuck out to me.
Just because they arrested him don't mean he's really going to be charged, because we still don't know what type of connects he got.
No, he's charged. He has 14 counts of everything. Assault.
He in jail?
They were last I checked, it was maybe like a couple of days ago. They were looking for some type of security for his house because once they do let him out of jail, he's obviously going to need it. But let me go ahead and continue this clip.
See me, N-words, monkeys, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, he's going off on this neighbor right here. This guy right here was actually trying to protect one of those neighbors that had to call 911.
I like how they took Tariq Nasheed's video and used it.
Nothing was done. There he is actually berating a police officer or a security guard, whoever that person was, and was allowed to just walk off. Well, after that rant, after he gave out his address, a large crowd formed. I'm talking about 100 people came out there, and they were ready
that's
to
more
see
than 100
him.
people.
And then, of course, as you mentioned earlier, he gave this little me a couple. Oh, no, I'm not racist. This is who I am. Can we play the sound?
He did a video.
Situation that was not stemmed by racism. Ongoing escalating situation that was not stemmed by racism or racist. I got angry, and I used terminology like this with some of my close friends, white and black. I have called myself the N-word on multiple occasions because I'm an idiot. I make bad choices, and I screwed up. And I deserve what I get.
He knows he's an idiot.
Here's my thing. Who in the hell do you know is going to let their white friends call them the N-word?
None.
I don't give a damn how. I hate when white people say, "Oh, I'm a product of my environment. I grew up in the hood." Okay, you still shouldn't be saying it. And you can tell this man hasn't grown up nowhere near us. But he was bold enough to say it. Let's see if they play the video.
He deserves. Yeah. He deserves what he gets. You're stupid. You're fox. Sit down.
Look, people aren't talking about this for a while.
Yep. They're not showing the video.
I think because he had his address on it, they probably took it down now.
Yeah, they probably scrubbed the internet
residents
of
are calling
it.
for action in a case that is attention. Tonight, lawmakers met for the first time since Edward Cagney Matthews was arrested and charged with harassing his neighbors. Wakeisha Bailey is live in Mount Laurel with the details. Good evening, Wakeisha.
Yeah, good evening. So Edward Matthews, he remains behind bars. In the community, they're upset. They say that they believe that police protected him when they removed him from his home just last week, even though there are allegations against him dating back to more than 4 years ago.
An investigation is not enough. Accountability, unfortunately, is not enough.
We have a complete overhaul of the police department here, and letting this man get away with harassing neighbors and hate speech.
Inside Mount Laurel's Township Council meeting, dozens of residents aired their outrage.
I like how they let the people speak on it, because it sounds like it's countless people who have complaints against him.
Yep, and he's trying to say he's not racist. Bullshit.
As to why did it take 72 hours to arrest Edward Cagney Matthews after this video went viral showing him hurling racial slurs toward his neighbor.
Without that underlying offense, just language does not rise to the level of a biased crime.
Earlier today, Eyewitness News spoke to Chief Stephen Reitner, who said Matthews has a history of run-ins with police, but that his previous actions did not rise to the requirement for arrest outlined in state law.
I got pushed off for 4.5 years.
This is Jasmine Szynski, who says she made complaints against Matthews dating back to 2016 after he allegedly kicked down her door.
Was it like selective? Like when it's a personal vendetta, when it's a minority, they can overlook the protocol.
Meanwhile, Matthews is in Burlington County Jail in Mount Holly. He was initially charged on the night of July 2nd and then again on July 5th. His charges include harassment, biased crime, and additional charges ranging from damaging the property of his victims and stalking. Residents are now looking to town leaders questioning their safety.
To be so protected by police moving forward.
And Matthews has a hearing scheduled for Tuesday, and we're told that it could continue until later into the week. Now, we will keep you posted with those latest updates. Reporting from Mount Laurel, Wakeisha Bailey, CBS 3 Eyewitness News.
Okay, if that was July 12th, then it must be next Tuesday.
No, because I just looked it up. The New York Post got it posted that the judge ordered him to stay in jail until the trial.
Good. Oh, his house is so fucked up right now. When I tell you they broke some of his windows on the live, the woman that went live, she showed the people breaking his windows. It was a white person that tried to run up on one of the black folks that was throwing stuff at his house, and they almost got into it. So his house is damaged. He won't.
So he had people defending him.
Huh? It wasn't. I don't know if they were defending him, but in the live that was shown on Facebook, the woman that went live, she was showing a couple of white folks. It was a couple of white folks with cameras, high-end cameras, and they were recording the people vandalizing his house. So I don't know what their goal was behind that. I don't know what their goal was behind that, but yeah, he did have a couple of people trying to reason with the crowd, and it just wasn't working. It was not working. But yeah, let's move on to Lil Durk.
And India, the baby mama.
Oh, they have kids. Oh wow.
Yeah, that's what she said earlier. It's the baby mama.
Victims of a home invasion of their Georgia home early Sunday morning. Academics broke the story, and according to TMZ, what does TMZ stand for?
Bullshit.
The feds, yeah. The invasion ended in a shootout where both India and Durk discharged their firearms. I know that's right. Look, you better learn how to shoot. Women need to learn how to shoot. It's not a man thing, and we need to learn how to shoot. We need to carry firearms. I was trying to get it on my job, but I was told that where I work, the client does not want us to have any weapons. So I can't carry, at least not there. Neither of them hurt. It is unclear who targeted or entered their home, as multiple suspects have not been identified. We will keep you posted as more details emerge. Well, I hope they have cameras.
Honestly, I would think they had cameras because that's probably how they knew to be prepared, because they was not prepared, clearly, right?
So what's the connection between Lil Durk and King Von?
Cousins or like friends? I think they were cousins.
What? King Von's uncle says Lil Durk should start dissing people. Oh, this was recent. And here's the thing, these rappers, I think it was in Chicago, a rapper got out of jail. This was this week also.
Oh yeah, I saw that. That was terrible.
Rapper got out of jail, and then he was shot and killed outside of the police station.
64 shots.
Wait, who that happened to?
They shot him 64 times. They shot the lady who got him out of jail and one of the people from inside the jail as he was walking out.
So somebody else got shot in the.
Yes, it's like I think one guy like a bullet might have grazed her arm, and then the other one I think was shot in the leg or something like that.
No,
like serious, but he's dead.
Yeah, the rapper, I'm not gonna say he's not a notable rapper, but he's obviously famous in Chicago. And I had no idea that Lil Durk, he has ties to Chicago also. Chicago is just, I hear too many news stories about the shootings, and it was so many people who get killed over the holidays. It's crazy. Like the funeral business in that city has been booming, and it's our Black people. Following the news that Lil Durk's older brother was shot and killed, King Von's uncle is now coming forward to plead with the rapper to start dissing people.
Yo, I literally have that pulled up right now because I was about to say, like, it says that it has to do with them dissing. Because I was going to ask y'all, are y'all familiar with Lil Durk's song because of songs? Because according to this, they probably make a lot of like pop music. I think that's what my sister would call it. That's like when you basically, who else did stuff like that, like Pop Smoke? Like, it's when you have all these songs and you're dissing people. You understand? And then basically it goes from music to real life drama and hate. That's what it is. A lot of the time.
Drill music. The drill music. That's what I heard.
Oh, yes, that too.
I think I don't know because y'all heard the Lil Durk song because I didn't know that it was a popular song that he had out. I don't know.
But that he wasn't the only one, because if you listen to some of King Von's song, he did the same thing, and a lot of his videos was talking about how they not from 53rd, calling out another street that they can't stand, that they were beefing with, and I think they were from like 54th or 55th. So a lot of their songs are both related to that same neighborhood in Chicago.
Wow.
Can't expect you don't expect them to bring you roses and flowers.
So Lil Durk is from Chicago.
Lil
Durk is from Chicago as well.
He has
to. Know they've been in Chicago a lot. I don't know if that's where he's from, but I know it's an area in Chicago where I don't know if they grew up, or I know they hung out when King Von was still alive. And if you listen to either one of their songs, they call out this particular street, 53rd, and say, we're not from 53rd.
What you call it?
It's 53rd.
He's from Inglewood, Chicago, Illinois.
But
it's sad that, like, I don't understand what men be thinking. I'm like, you can't even sleep good at night. If you from Chicago and you got beef all the way, not even beef in Atlanta. You got people out for you in Atlanta or in Georgia. It's like, what state can you go to and be safe? None, because you want to sit there and diss people that's petty as fuck, and just because their feelings is hurt over a song, they want to take your whole life and rob your shit. Like, I don't know. I don't understand.
But look at the amount of death that's around it. His brother D-Thang reportedly shot and killed. His producer is dead. King Von is dead. Did y'all see that video? It was going around on Twitter, well, social media, but I saw the full version on Twitter. The guy, he had, was it his friend? No, it was his friend. His friend who was live, but he was on live with the guy who actually did the thing.
Oh, I saw that.
Vandalized Nipsey Hussle's memorial. But when his friend was on live, he was on live with his friend, they caught up with the friend. And he was just killed by association.
Wow.
And you can see him trying to call into the camera, help, I'm in Hawthorne. And then he just killed over.
Wow. You know they don't care when they shot him outside of a police station. Who y'all said was getting out of jail and was shot and killed?
That was the guy we were talking about before. I don't know his rap name. I don't know his rap name.
Me neither.
But when they get killed, they don't even care. They just, you know how it is. It's really gang affiliation. Like, they just want somebody that even the person that they are associated with, because I don't know, they just want blood. It's like, it's so stupid and petty.
But why? See, here's the thing. God, I forgot which city it was. I be seeing this stuff and I need to write it down or keep it in mind. But it's an organization in some city. They settle beefs between our black men. I think it's mostly gang members also, and they settle the beefs with boxing matches. So if y'all got something between each other, put the guns down and handle it like they did back in the day. Put your fist up.
But you know, the problem is that they're going to put their fist up, they're going to lose, and they're going to come back with a gun because they're so ass fucking loser too.
I agree.
That, yeah.
Like I get so frustrated because even like my brothers, like my mother moved us out of Brooklyn because of my brothers. Like, they was just so caught up in the gang life and the street life. Because, you know, like places like Brooklyn, New York, Chicago, Illinois, you know, like the hood. I think Compton is what they call the hood in California, if I'm not mistaken. But it's like places like, you know, especially like in New York City, like everybody wants to be the biggest and the baddest. And it's like, it makes no sense. They beef with this neighborhood, beefing with that neighborhood. Like, what the fuck are y'all beefing for? Like, I'm confused.
Exactly. What did the other neighborhood do?
There.
And that's why I can't get into the show. I saw a couple of episodes, but when a child died, I was like, no, I need to turn this off. Snowfall.
Yeah, I can't watch no drug dealing shows. I'm tired of them.
No, bro. No.
Is it a real life thing or is it?
They based it off of Freeway Ricky Ross. So, you know, the rapper Rick Ross. He got his name from the actual drug dealer, Freeway Ricky Ross, or whatever his name is. And actually the real Rick Ross, he had a beef with John Singleton because John Singleton directed Snowfall before he died. He had a beef with John Singleton because he was using his story but I don't think he got permission.
So how did the guy die?
Who?
The one who produced what is
John
it called?
Singleton?
Yeah.
Oh no. Yeah, it was
it was natural causes. It was like a heart attack or something like that.
But he died before this thing came out.
No, it was already out. It's like 6 seasons in.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah. So he died maybe like last year or the year before.
Yeah.
And what was I about to say? Everybody's a little butthurt because Snowfall got no Emmy nominations.
Which is so weird, but you gave Friends Emmy nominations just for
fucking reunion
to get together.
So y'all don't
for the reunion. They got a nomination just for the Friends reunion, but Snowfall got nothing.
And y'all really don't think that that guy the real Rick Ross had nothing to do with that guy death?
No, I don't think so. I don't think so. I hope not. Shit.
That's a crazy coincidence.
I don't think it was that bad. He just
No, I noticed when it comes to Rick Ross, he like taking other people's name because you notice he also called himself the Teflon Don. And that's after one of the mobsters in New York.
Yeah, John Gotti.
Yes. He loves taking names from popular drug dealers and gangsters. Make up your own name, Chunky.
Who's Teflon? Because in Jamaica they say that, but like they all like I hear it a lot, but I don't know of any other.
It came from John Gotti. He's one of the 5 mob families up in New York.
But is it Teflon Don?
Because he was when he would go to trial for murder, they could never convict him.
Mm-hmm.
Never. And he would wear these like really expensive suits, and he felt as though he was like really untouchable. Until years later, they got him first on racketeering charges, which they always do. And then one of his close buddies snitched.
I think it was because their wives and their girlfriends and their daughters, they're on that show Mob Wives.
Oh yes, very good show.
Karen Gravanzo. I think her father was Sammy the Bull. It was Sammy the Bull.
Yeah, he was in protective, what do you call it? Witness protection, and then he got out. He left it. He's now on TV again because she's on another cartel show.
Yeah. There's another cartel show on VH1. So look, so these rappers and these drug dealers, they'll take names because they idolize movies like Scarface, but it's really just copying the mob world. But here's the thing. These Italian people don't like your black ass.
Thank you. That's the problem. I don't understand.
And they'll call black people Mongols or something like that. Mooks. Yeah.
I thought it was just me.
I was asking if it was Teflon Don because my brother, his name is Donovan, and he used to call himself Teflon Don. Well, that's why I was like, because that sounds, I'm like, I done heard that like a few times, but I didn't know that it came from somewhere.
Yeah, he thinks he's untouchable.
Exactly.
I learned something new.
So like every time there's a rapper that dies, it's always some foolishness behind it. I don't know why they feel like nobody can touch you. You're not invincible.
You know what it is?
Your location up.
Sometimes, you know how they say a lot of the times it's not what you know, it's who you know. A lot of the times, especially like back in the days, I know they was able to get away with it more. Shit, hell, in Jamaica, you get away with that. Like, in Jamaica, I've been pulled over by police a few times, but we never got a ticket. You know why? You paid them off. It's crazy because Jamaica's like that, but I'm sure the United States was like that at one point. And even with like a lot of these gang members, and even like that guy the other day, the racist guy who, we pulled up on the other day, they got connections to where they really feel like they untouchable, unfuckwittable, all of that. So they sit there and they think that they safe, but eventually, as time goes by, I know new people come in, and then the rules start changing, and then all that sneaky, fucking, like, what you call it? What is it? What are they? Crooked cop shit. That's the word. Crooked cop shit. Like all of that goes down the drain. As new people come in, and then whatever system they had gets fucking tampered with. And then now the shit gonna hit the fan, and when the shit hit the fan, it hit the fan. So, yeah.
And when it does, the first thing they're gonna do is try and take out people who can talk.
Yeah.
So That's the first thing that the mob does. Oh, so and so was involved, and they know where we hid the body or whatever. Just like in Goodfellas, all them people popping up dead after the money heist.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, the Goodfellas is in my top 5 movies.
You got it.
It's in my top 5 because here's the thing: I can't watch Snowfall or shows like The Wire. Any shows where we're doing that type of stuff to each other, but I am a huge fan of The Sopranos. I'm fucks with The Sopranos heavy. I'm subscribed to all Sopranos related channels. There's a podcast with 2 of the cast members. Like, I fucks with The Sopranos hard. Like, I'll put The Sopranos on and fall asleep to it. So
you said The Wire?
Yeah, I don't like that either.
The Wire is like an old movie. I mean, an old show, right?
Yeah.
And
It's based in Baltimore.
The thing about it is that, let me show y'all, because he was in it. I actually went to middle school with him. The crazy part is that I never seen The Wire. Let me find his thing. Hold on. You know how people be having stories. Hold on. Maybe if y'all recognize him.
Michael B. Jordan?
No, his name was Julito McCullum. I don't know what his name was in the show, but he's all grown up now. He was in The Wire.
Yeah, I
didn't watch The Wire.
Let me find. I knew it was like a popular show, but basically they was like young kids in like Baltimore, and they were like gangbangers.
They were dealers.
Let me see.
Yeah.
He probably looked more like this back then. Still
Okay. I think I might recognize him because like it's so many people in the cast. Okay. Yeah, I don't.
He was in there. But anyway, so Julito McCullum. I never watched the whole thing. I did see an episode and I saw him.
I saw one episode and that was it. These drug dealers sent their people to ransack another drug dealer's house, but his whole family was in there. So him, the wife, the mom, everybody got shot up in front of the kids. And one of the kids was actually able to make it out. I saw that shit. I was like, hell no. Now, why are we? Because I know we're doing stuff like that to each other in real life. So no, I'm not gonna watch this shit. Why in the hell? No. So yeah, this rap shit. They find out really quick that it is real. You're rapping about it, but as soon as it becomes real life, y'all gotta strap up. And I don't know who that young lady is, India, but like these females, y'all think it's glamorous and cool to have a rapper boyfriend that used to deal drugs, and he got money, and y'all gonna have his baby, and that is not a matured male. He'll put you in danger to make himself look good. So in your own home, you have to strap up because of niggas that he's dealing with? Absolutely not. That's putting yourself in danger. So no. Hell, no, I'm good. These young women, they need to make better choices also. It's not just the men, it's the women. They think this shit is glamorous. You can get these little lace front wigs and these bundles and shit, live off of their money. Like, no. Speaking of violence, the Haitian president's assassination. Let me go ahead and share the screen.
Oh yeah. So the president, I can't even pronounce his name properly, but I'm going to try my best. Jovenel Moise.
But here's the thing, he has the 2 dots over the I, so I don't know if there's a particular pronunciation. I never really studied that.
Okay, I'll be right back, guys.
Okay.
But crowds of angry people in the capital, Port-au-Prince.
It's Port-au-Prince. You basically said it properly.
Okay. Hunted down people they thought were involved in the attack and burned cars. The UN Security Council met about the country's crisis, because when these people and not, I don't mean these people in a derogatory sort of way, but in these countries, when they love their leaders, they fucks with their leaders. They can hate their leaders or either love their leader. Love their leaders. 2 U.S. citizens are among at least 17 suspects arrested in the his name in the killing. So at least 17 people, included 15 Colombians.
Hold on, wait. Let's just cover the actual general death. So pretty much, what was it, last Wednesday? So
Yeah.
last Wednesday, that was 7/7, July 7th.
He died on 7/7.
Hold on, let me see. I remember it being last Wednesday, but let me just make sure that it was really.
Yeah,
But
I left on the 9th. The next day was the 8th. So if it was last Wednesday, it was on 7/7.
They said that. Let me see. President of Haiti assassinated. Let's see. It happened on 7/7, July 7, 2021 at 1 a.m. But this is what I was reading. Let me find it. So basically, it says the Haitian president body was found riddled with bullet holes, according to a local official tasked with documenting the crime scene, who also said the president had suffered a broken leg and serious facial injuries. They abused him before they
They
killed
tortured
him.
him. Yeah.
It says multiple government officials described the injuries to CNN as signs of torture. Moses' wife, Martine, I know it's crazy. I know a Haitian girl. Her name is Martine. Martine was wounded. She is being treated in Miami hospital. She said, in the blink of an eye, they ran into my house and killed my husband. Wow.
No. And where was security? Where was his security?
You know, it's crazy because I saw recently in a news report, they said that they took, I need to find that article. But this is what they said, guys. They said that they arrested the head security of, the president of Haiti, his head security. And then they said that they questioned him and they didn't let him go. And then they said because the person, like the reason why they didn't let him go is because the person up above didn't want to free him. It was some shit like that. And I'm like, how you keeping somebody in custody? I gotta find that. But basically they did say they arrested the head security for the president of Haiti. Let me find that article.
So he was among the 17 people that were caught. Thursday, police chief of police Leon Charles said 28 people were involved in the assassination. Good God. Including 26 Colombians, in addition to 2 Haitian Americans. 17 people have been caught, so they're looking for the rest.
Oh, hold on. It says when he was asked, when head security asked the police why he was being held for the night, he was told the decision came from above.
The powers that be. The powers that be.
I guess.
That's on CNN, or the article I'm looking at right now.
It was the powers that be. Okay, so the TikTok video that I sent you.
Okay.
Go ahead and
you can actually pull up our Instagram for the video. So basically,
before
you show the video. So basically, this is the connection. So one of the things, because they're probably not going to get the full gist from the video, but it's basically going to explain how the Haitian president, the president of Haiti, he did not want the vaccine. Ooh, in Haiti. I should have never said the V word. They did not want that in. The president didn't want it in Haiti because you know how they flag it and stuff like that. Yeah. So basically, and then the other ironic part is that the other day you got pull up our Instagram. Yeah, that second post, because what the article said was that several times. Hold up, you got to read that right there. That right there.
Several tied to Haiti's assassination plot were previously U.S. law enforcement informants. So the Colombians also, or just the 2 people?
See, here's the thing, though. Based off of what they're saying, it's a situation where, like, when I read the article, it was people who had some type of tie to the American like FBI. A lot of them worked undercover for the, the United States. But my thing is that what type of work did that? The United States always got their hands in something. What type of business y'all got in Haiti to where y'all need undercover people in Haiti? And then when people have undercover people in the United States, it's a problem. But we got our fucking military and other people country as if we own that shit. Like, this makes no sense. Imagine. I don't know. This America is weird to me. But anyways, they're saying they had ties. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Oh no, you're fine. So you were explaining that the US wanted to distribute the V shot in Haiti, but the president said no.
He said no.
And the tea. Did you figure out the name of the tea that they drink to cure COVID?
It's actually, I want you to play that video that's on our Instagram because it actually says it all in there. But because some of it he was speaking Creole, but they was translating it anyway. But if you pay attention, you won't catch it.
Oh, this one.
This is part one of why the president of Haiti was truly assassinated. No cap, no conspiracy theories. Listen.
In our one and only interview, Haiti's president talks about why his government hasn't administered a single vaccine and doesn't plan to. But Louise says there is a relationship Haitians have with nature that protects them from coronavirus and a plant that produces certain tea called asosimo that's made with ginger root. I'm telling you what I've witnessed, he says.
And finally, Haiti is one of the countries that will be receiving vaccines from the United States. We will be prepared to deliver those hopefully as early as next week.
All right, peace, Black family. So I'm not going to make a statement anymore. I'm just going to simply ask a question for all my Haitians, right? You're telling me the people who enslaved us, took us from Africa and brought us to Haiti, the people who raped our grandmas, who separated us, who whipped our grandfathers and did all those type of things during slavery, the people who reinforced France's reparation claim against us, the people who occupied Haiti from 1915 to 1934, the people who shot down boats, loads of Haitians trying to escape Haiti to come to the United States in the Atlantic Ocean, the people who blocked us from international trade for almost 100 years, the people who took our pigs out of Haiti and then dropped their pigs in Haiti, the people who sold us plastic rice is now going to Haiti to give us a free vaccine after the president was assassinated, who actually didn't want the vaccine there in the first place. Yeah, y'all got y'all mind. All right, peace, Black family. This is part one of why the president of Haiti was truly assassinated. No cap, no conspiracy theories. Listen.
In our one and only.
You know what this reminds me of? What was I think it was the Bourne. Which Bourne movie? Where the African guy, it wasn't an African guy, it was a black president. It was assassinated in his house by American assassins, the CIA, because of something that the US wanted him to do and he wouldn't do it. So the US is some fucking bullies because
big bullies.
Big fucking bullies. Because after 9/11, George Bush was like, we're gonna invade Afghanistan and all these other countries, and we're just now leaving. On this almost in coincidence, it's almost the 20th anniversary of 9/11. We're just now leaving 20 years later.
Girl.
Yeah, that's weird, huh?
Whew. But look, even just us talking about it, it can get us flagged. So any more?
That's what I said, like I'm gonna limit what I have to say, but all that video was the perfect and it's messed up because what if he really was trying to spread the cure, and that's probably why they wanted to do that to him. Do you understand?
Same thing with Dr. Sebi.
Right. Exactly.
There's no money in the cure. There's only money in keeping you alive.
And keeping you
sick. Treating you. And giving you one medicine that causes these side effects. So now you need this medicine. Oh, you got these side effects. Now you need this medicine.
Because here's the thing. What did our ancestors do? They didn't go to the hospital because they obviously didn't have hospital. They took some type of tree bark, some type of plant. Either they boiled it, smoked it, grounded it, turned it into a powder, did something, and then boom, that was it. You're good.
Well, it's not just ancestors, because my partner has never been vaccinated for anything. His grandmother did not believe in nothing, in none of that stuff. Home remedies all the way. So he's never got the shots. We got as children, as infants, as adults. He's never had none of those.
Oh, wow.
That's good.
Healthy as a horse?
Never get sick. I had to take the vaccination because I'm a healthcare worker. He was like, I'm not taking it. So,
wow.
I understand. And he still follows the same things his grandma, putting the onions in his feet, making sure they detox.
Well, sure. Well, let them know that we need some of those natural remedies. I ain't never hear about the onions in the feet.
Well, if you put the onion in the sock, it detoxes. If you put it in at nighttime and put it in right at the ball of your feet, put a sock on, go to sleep, you're going to stink. But when you wake up, that onion should be black because it should have pulled all your toxins.
So basically, you cut the onion in half, right?
And
then you put it on the bottom of your feet and put it like in the middle of your foot.
You could put it in the middle, like at the core of your feet, like if you was about to walk.
Okay. I'm going to try that one day. I never heard of that.
You're just going to stink for a minute. Just go take a shower.
No, honestly, I like natural remedies and cures and things like that because I don't want to take nobody's medicine. And luckily, I'm healthy as a horse. And I honestly get the flu shot. I've never gotten a flu shot with the COVID vaccine. If I don't even get the flu, I've never had a flu shot and I never had the flu. Why would I get a flu shot? I don't need it.
I get it every year.
I've never gotten a flu shot and I've never
gotten the flu.
Wow.
I haven't gotten the flu since I've had my flu shot. But before the flu shot, I got the flu like it was just a regular cold and be sick for like 2 to 3 weeks. So yeah, I runs to get my flu shot because I don't ever want that feeling again.
And that's the thing when I hear about the symptoms but people talk about the flu and they talk about COVID, like shit like that is scary to me. Like if I ever feel like that, I'm gonna freak the fuck out. Like God know not to make me sick. Because I can't. They be saying they body hurt, they head hurt, they can't move, they cough and they sneeze and they can't breathe. I'm like, yo, but all of those symptoms, I don't know.
I mean, after I took my second COVID shot, I think I was off work for almost 3 weeks. I still have not been able to. I'm still trying to eat eggs, but they don't taste the same.
So you had side effects?
Yeah, I couldn't move. I lost weight. I couldn't eat.
Oh my God!
I felt horrible.
Which one you had?
I had Moderna.
Wow.
And when I had my second shot, I was off from work for 2 weeks.
And it's sad because I hear a lot of people that got it that they said they have issues with their menstrual cycle. Like I can't.
Horrible menstrual cycle, like turned up to the volume.
Yo, did you happen to have any bruising on your body?
No, I didn't have bruising outside, just the one on my arm. But you did have like these extreme muscle pains, or like you felt weak, as if like if you got out of bed, it felt like your bones weren't there. Like you had weeks.
What? So you basically probably felt like you had the C word.
It's almost, I'm telling you, it's really like you felt as though you like they gave it to you.
That's crazy.
It was horrible.
I would never. Thanks for that information.
Exactly.
I'm telling people, look, to each his own, depending on your field of work, but if I wasn't in this field, I probably wouldn't have took it.
That sucks. And it's so crazy because they're saying there's a Delta strain. Hopefully they don't flag that I don't think the V word is supposed to protect against. So now that strain is kicking off. And what are we supposed to do now? Take another V word? I don't know, but they keep talking about it. Oh, even my husband, he lives in the British Virgin Islands, and even where he is, their cases are going up. And it's, mind you, this is a year after, because when we had like 100,000 cases, they had 10 cases, and they They shut the country down when they had 3 cases. Well, the islands, because the British Virgin Islands are multiple islands. When there was 3 cases, they shut their entire island down, and they
With
were
the
doing
United
really,
States
really
shouldn't be.
good until they opened back the borders and they started administering the V word, and they're pushing that. And it is crazy because he's saying a spike is coming out of nowhere. Well, and mind you, it's a small island he lives on.
Yeah, but you got visitors coming in.
That too,
And
but
it's
there's
not
no
required for you to get a COVID test to leave.
actually. Wait. BVI, the British Virgin Islands, is one of the strictest places. I haven't even been able to go there, but when you go there, you have to have a C test before you get there, and
Okay,
then when you get there, they're testing you on the spot,
that's
and
good.
then they send you with a tracking bracelet, and you got to stay where you said you was quarantined. And if you leave, they're gonna know because you have a tracking bracelet. And then when you get after you take the test upon arrival, when it's a situation where you after I think 4 days, they basically test you again, and then it depends on where you came from. It's either gonna be 4 days or 2 weeks. They test you again, and then if your test is negative, you take that bracelet to the police station. So they have a very strict process.
That's good.
Trust me, I like even like when I went to Jamaica, it wasn't like that. But the BBI has a very strict process. So I don't think it's the but someone was telling me that people were sneaking into the borders. So
I
that
can
was
believe
another
that.
thing that was probably causing the actual issues. Because like there's no issues of that because it's different islands surrounded by. Actually, y'all know Richard Branson, the guy who owns Virgin Mobile.
Yeah,
He
Mr. Virgin
owns
Mobile.
one of the. He actually owns 2 of the British Virgin Islands.
Mm, that's
Yes, but yeah, I'm sorry, y'all, but I'm glad I got the information about the B word because it like I didn't plan to get it because I heard stuff like that, but hiding stuff like that too. Anytime people try to talk about stuff like that, they basically try to like flag it, which I
I
don't. I'm
just
like,
think people. It's the problem is because it's so new. We're not. It's not enough people. Like they've tested it on multiple people. We're gonna test it on some old people. We're gonna test it on young people. We're gonna test it on people with high blood pressure. It's like it's not enough time for you to have done that. So, in other words, we're the guinea pig.
wow,
Yeah, we're the guinea pig.
that really is it. And then did you have yours recently, or was it like back in March and when it first came out?
No, I got mine in the end of March, and my second one was April 16th.
Mm. Wow.
So from the 16th, I was out. I did not go back to work till May.
Wow. That is
But
crazy.
speaking of sick, let's get into this Mexico trip review because it can't be just me and Mia who are feeling it. You know what I mean?
What happened?
Okay, so Mia, I know you noticed, but I was sleeping for maybe like the last 3 days of the trip.
Mm-hmm.
I was in my hotel room the last 3 days, knocked out. At first, I thought it was the CBD cigarette that was given to me. That did a really good job. But then after I started downing all those cranberry juices at breakfast, my stomach started to move.
Mm.
So I know cranberry juice is a cleanser. I had to Google while I was laid up, like what the fuck is going on. I had to Google what was going on. It can be used as a laxative if being drunken at an excessive rate, but their cranberry juice over there is so fresh. It
Fresh.
did what it was supposed to do, but I'm still going. So now that I'm home, I don't know what's going on, but Mia, you did mention it earlier, some type of bacteria.
Yeah, it's called travel diarrhea.
Shit.
Well, honestly, it's weird that y'all brought that up because like my husband lives overseas, so I travel a lot. But I did have 2 times where I traveled and when I got to where I was sick. Like when I say sick, for me, it was throwing up and diarrhea. It was
Yeah,
like a
that's
stomach
me.
flu. it happened twice. Like once when I flew to Jamaica, I felt like I was gonna like that was a point where I thought because I get that, I've had the stomach flu before, but this was like years ago. So it happened that time when I went to Jamaica, and then I went to New York, and this shit happened again. But I noticed both situations I had just got off a plane.
If you look it up, it's called travel diarrhea.
That's crazy. But it
And
happened to me twice.
You're supposed to eat stuff like bananas and rice and bread.
You know what? I'm gonna take notes because I swear, as much as it hasn't happened to me for a while, I'm gonna be honest.
I had some salmon and some rice last night, and I have some lasagna that I made, but I don't.
You're not supposed to eat that.
Damn.
Cheese. You're not supposed to eat no dairy.
Okay, because I don't have the appetite for it. So
yeah,
so fuck it.
Leave that part alone because it's gonna make it even worse with the dairy mixed in it. No dairy, no sweets. Like me and my daughter was looking up because I'm like, I told you since the trip, I've lost a total of 8 pounds. I came into Mexico weighing 190 and I walked out weighing 182.
Wow.
And I don't think you're supposed to go on vacation and lose weight, especially not 8 pounds in 5 days.
Wow.
So we both have it, but I think mine might be a little bit worse. You sound great, Mia. I don't know how you feel.
Well, I don't feel 100%, but like I said, as soon as I got home, my 23-year-old was on the computer looking up what I need to do, what things can I eat, and we was mostly looking for things that was high in fiber so it could pull back the diarrhea and take me back to my normal state. So I've been eating bread, just a piece of bread, and I've eaten a banana, and I've eaten some oatmeal with raisins.
Okay.
Help. And I've taken Tums so it can settle my stomach. And it's been okay. Like I'm still not going back to work tomorrow because of it. But I've just rather, let me finish this course out because they say it normally goes away in a few days. But the fact that I felt like this for the whole time I was there, I still don't have the appetite to want to eat like a piece of chicken. I didn't even want to eat what I ate. I had to force myself to eat because I even looked up to see if I don't eat, does it help? And it was like, no, because it causes strain on your bowels, which could cause bleeding. Because it has no food. What is it letting go? You have no food. So now it's taking your lining. So I had to force myself to eat.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
Now, I don't think I have that, but my body is aching. I was freezing cold earlier today.
Yeah.
Did you check your temperature?
No, and I have a thermometer in my bag too. I was
Do you feel like y'all have your taste and smell? Because you know how that they say that's the little diarrhea is also like a symptom of the C word and stuff.
Yeah.
Because you're saying achy body. What about your taste and smell though?
That's fine, but my body feels like I've been hit by a truck and I'm just laying off the side. When I'm in my bed, it just feels like, and it looks like I'm just laying off the side of the road and I've been hit by something.
Oh my.
Like that's how, and when I get up, I'm struggling to get up. I have to hold on to my bed, my walls. I'm kicking my cats over because they're all up under my feet. Like it just, and I'm hot. I'm cold, but I'm hot. My body is warm. So,
yeah. Girl, drink you some tea, please. No sugar.
Here's the thing. I'm drinking your sea moss drinks.
Oh, okay.
Because I wasn't able to drink it before I left. I got it right before I left too. I wasn't able to drink it before I left because it was that night. And I left a couple of hours later to the airport. So it's been in the refrigerator the whole time. And I was like, let me drink the sea moss, see if that'll help. And I'm not going to say I'm feeling 100% better, but I'm able to talk.
That's good.
So I'm gonna keep drinking those. I'm still on the red, sipping the red. It got room temperature, so I'm gonna have to put it back in the refrigerator or the freezer and start on the lemonade because I want something cold in my mouth.
I love it cold. The sea moss lemonade, when it's cold, it be hitting us from every spot.
Ooh, yes, yes.
How do you like the flavor?
it really does taste like fruit punch, and it tastes like not like pulp, but I don't know. Did you put strawberries in it, or is that the sea moss?
No, it's the sea moss gel is blended into it, so it's
Okay.
the texture of the sea moss.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, I thought that it was gonna taste like pulp, but it doesn't. It's really good actually. So
Good.
yeah, I don't know if you're gonna have to drop some more off.
Girl,
over
let
here.
me tell you, I have sea moss orders. Like this girl, she said she wanted fruit punch and a lemonade, and I thought she wanted the actual lemonade. But then she got here, she was like, "No, I wanted the gel." And I'm like, "Dang!" So I gotta get to making. So Saturday, I'll have some ready.
Okay, okay, but I don't know if anybody else in the group that we traveled with is sick. Probably should have checked.
Yeah.
Before
What about
the
the person
live
who was supposed
started.
to come on? Oh, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm
Oh, you
sorry, the
caught it.
time.
Oh,
Yeah,
you
I
caught
caught
it.
it.
But yeah, I don't know if anybody else in the group is sick. I did hear a lot of people complaining about the food. And now let's get into the food. Huh. Now,
Okay, what's the name of the travel agency? Because you said you both use the same travel agency, right?
the travel agency set up the vacation, and
Okay.
it was set up with a celebrity named T.S. Madison. Do you know who T.S. Madison is?
No.
Okay, so you know who Kaya is, right? My neck, my
My
belly. So Kaya and T.S. Madison had a podcast a few years ago, but they fell out. It was called, what was it? It wasn't the Queen's Supreme Court at first. It was just the Queen's Court, right?
Yeah, it was the Queen's Court.
It was the Queen's Court. But they fell out after that Monique situation. And then T.S. Madison, she revamped it into the Queen's Supreme Court, had a theme song and everything. I'm like, damn, that was quick. That was quick. So T.S. Madison revamped it. So T.S. Madison, she started going on tour around the U.S., around the South, the Midwest, New York. She was doing her shows live, or people would come to her house down in Atlanta. So she was doing these live shows. Now, the idea came up from the travel agent that set up our trip to do the show in the Dominican Republic. And that's where me and Mia and everybody else in our group on the first trip, we met in the Dominican Republic. We paid our package fee for our rooms. And Mia, I don't know if you had trouble with your room, but that's where the comparison started with the Dominican Republic trip and the Mexico trip, because I paid for a junior suite. And we were in the Grand Palladium, the same hotel that we were in Mexico. It was the same hotel chain. I paid for a junior suite. I got a wheelchair accessible room.
Oh.
Yeah. So that was strike one. Other than that, I don't know like what else on the first trip. Once we get into it, it'll start coming up. That was my biggest thing because I paid for a junior suite and I got that. I got that. So where's your air working in your room, Mia?
Now, a night or two, I thought maybe I was about to go through menopause because I woke up with sweaty neck and my pillow had my whole face embedded in the pillow. And I was like, oh, what's going on? I was like, what's going on? And I looked and the fan was off. And I had the air turned all the way down to like 16. It was nothing. I was just hot. It was no air blowing at all. Come to find out, it was not just us. It was several people in the hotel.
Now, at one point, all the electricity went off in the hotel.
Wow.
Yes, when we had the blackout when we were eating dinner.
Yes. Now, I don't know if that happened to stop your fan from working, but they did have an electric. Actually, after the blackout came back on, I don't know if you noticed, the lights were flickering. And the lights have been flickering for the rest of the trip.
But I didn't have the lights on. I normally don't leave the lights on in my room. I normally only cut the TV on.
No, they were flickering at dinner.
Yeah, I remember when we were at dinner and it kept going. Even when we were walking along the bridge, you could see like the lights flickering in different parts of the building.
Yeah. So the electricity was the problem. The air was the problem. Now let's get to this fucking room service.
I didn't have room service.
I had room service that came to my room twice. The first time they came 2 hours later. I was knocked the hell out. What night was this? I think this was the night. Was it before the? I think it was. What was going on before the pool party? The night before the
Pre-pool party.
Yeah, yeah. The meet and greet. My bad. So the meet and greet. I ordered room service that first night, just like I did in Dominican Republic. Because in the Dominican Republic, I couldn't find my menu, and I didn't know where the restaurants were, so I didn't know how late I can get me something to eat. So I was pissed off. I had an attitude about that. So I ordered room service, and just like in the Dominican Republic, they showed up 2 hours later, and I was knocked out. I was asleep.
Oh, wow.
That's how late they came. They came after 8 o'clock, maybe like 8:30. So they came, they dropped off my food, and they had the exact same food from the Dominican Republic. Girl, the hotel chain, it just mimics all properties. It doesn't switch up with each country. So they had the margarita pizza, which was frozen pizza with the cheese melted on it, frozen pizza, frozen fries that were stale. The wings were frozen also. It looks like they put them in the microwave and threw them onto the plate. What else? So that first night, I had a fruit plate with watermelon. I told them to keep the watermelon off because I don't eat watermelon, and they kept it on the plate. And I'm like, what the hell? And what else did I order? I think it was fajitas or something. It was something. So that was what I ate the first night. Now, breakfast. The breakfast bar in the Dominican Republic and in Mexico, completely different. Because we were at La Dahlia, one of the restaurants on their property, and that's it. That's where we thought that was the biggest breakfast spread until we found out that you could walk to the other side of the resort and go to the Colonial. But we didn't find that out till the last day.
Wow.
So that type of information wasn't made privy to us. The list of restaurants we can go to, the list of buffets. Like we were limited to one buffet for all of our meals. The buffets at the restaurants. Now, were you were able to make reservations in the app, correct?
Yeah, I made 3 reservations in the app.
Oh wow! See, I was able to do that because it would mysteriously disappear. Now, depending on how many people you had with you, it might.
I only did 2 each time. Each time I just kept putting 2.
2. Now, here's the thing: if it was just 2, how did the people with whole families? How were they able to reserve the tables? Because if it was more than 2, it wouldn't let you do it. And I'm like, well, damn, how were they able to make their reservations? Because the app just wasn't working for us. It wasn't working for the black folks. It wasn't working for the black folks. Now, I think you said you encountered a little bit of racism at Ribs and More.
Yeah, when I first came in, the young lady acted like I wasn't standing there, didn't say anything to me. No hello, thank you for coming, Ribs and More. So I just stepped to the side. Then this whole wonderful people family is what I called them. And she was like, hello, welcome to Ribs and More.
No.
I had to ask the bartender, do you see me? And he was like, yes, ma'am. I was like, obviously, because she don't. I was so disturbed. And then a black couple came up and was like, no, you're going to sit her first. No, before them. Because she was standing here. And the lady kept saying, yeah, 3 minutes, 3 minutes. She said, no. He was like, no, you didn't tell them 3 minutes. I was so happy that black man just was like, he was like, you could go ahead. Go ahead and stand right there. She going to sit you before she sit them. I was like, oh. Thank you, people. I was like, thank you. And as I got in there, like I said, I was fine once I got in there. I had the lovely waiter, Hector, waiting on me hand and foot. I even asked her, I was like, well, can I take my steak back to my room? And she was like, no. Why? What you gonna do with it? You gonna throw it in the trash?
Oh, wow.
I want to eat the rest of the steak. I'm just full right now. And
So they
she
don't
said
give
no,
to
and
go
her was like, I
containers.
could wrap it up for you.
No, they don't let you
Oh.
take restaurants out of the buffets or the restaurants. They don't
Look,
let
I paid $1,500 for that trip. You should let me take whatever the
you.
hell I want.
Exactly.
But I don't know. I'm trying to be hopeful for this 2022 trip.
Where you got? Yeah, where's the next stop?
They don't know. I think we're up against Costa Rica and Aruba.
It has to be all inclusive because people were throwing out Amsterdam, but people who were throwing out Amsterdam, they just want to drink and smoke.
You can do that at home.
And we don't know if there are any all-inclusive resorts in Amsterdam.
Amsterdam has not one all-inclusive nothing.
Okay.
They just have hotels. So you're going to pay for all the liquor and everything you eat. And with the way them people was complaining about the money they spent, you don't have enough money to pay for this food and the drink. Because y'all was drinking at least probably about $5,000 daily worth of liquor.
Yes. I don't know if you want to get into, we're not going to say any names, that there were a few unruly, because it wasn't like Dominican Republic. No. We were acting accordingly in the Dominican Republic. This group this year with the new people, how many people from the Dominican Republic was on this trip? What, 20 at the most?
About 20. That's
out of over 100 people?
Over 150 people.
150 people. Now that's how many people just did not come back.
But you know what it is, because y'all remember this was supposed to happen in 2020, right? And it was pushed out to 2021. Some people basically probably had change of plans. Some people probably couldn't get these days off, whatever the case would have been. So I know it wasn't, but it's good that at least if y'all who saw each other before, right?
I've traveled with several of my friends, and we went traveling last year regardless of COVID. We went to Vegas, Kansas City, Atlanta, Chicago, New York.
I went to New York while it was.
It had nothing to do with COVID. They just did not want to come back based off what happened in the first trip.
Oh, from the Dominican Republic.
Yeah.
Now, I didn't have any complaints in the Dominican Republic. Did everybody say what their reasons were for not coming back?
A lot of us were mad when they had the Queen's Supreme Court. The stuff that was on the docket was stuff we had already heard when she had the docket earlier that week. It was like, that's not a docket. Like, I literally came here to hear stuff that was on the docket because she said, submit your questions, and we submitted, but we didn't hear it. You know what I'm saying? We were supposed to get gift bags, I was told. We never received. We were supposed to take a group picture. We never took. So it was a whole lot of things that we were expecting, better high-end restaurants for the amount of money we pay, especially because if you go online like right now and look up those same vacation spots, the price is like cut in half.
Because they want people to come out.
Like, I looked up literally when I got home, me and my daughter looked up the same place, and it was $6.99 for 7 nights, 8 days. Okay. Now
So
I would say 5 and got 5 nights and 6 days, and I paid $1,500, and that's not including no flights.
Yes, our packages started at $9.99. Now, why is it that we go online and the American dollars is way less than that, but us as a group, I'm thinking the more people who pay for the package, the price will go down.
Ding, 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 ding.
But if you wanted a nicer room, you had to pay more. And then there was an exclusive, quote unquote, exclusive, the TRS. The TRS portion of the resort is supposed to be a little bit nicer, way nicer than the White Sands and the Katana and the Colonial that everybody else was staying in. That's where T.S. Madison was staying. That wasn't even an option available to us. Now, there were a few people who were able to get over there. I was about to say some shit. It was a few people who were able to get over to the TRS side with T.S. Madison. One, it was her birthday, And we don't know if she hounded the travel agent. Well, obviously she did. Like, hey, I want to be over here. I want to pay separately. And she did end up paying separately. And the other girl that was over there, that was the one who had her passport stolen, correct?
Hold on, say it again.
The girl who was able to, she got a room on the TRS side of the resort.
We're gonna call her A.
Say her name. Yeah, A.
We're gonna call her A.
She got her passport
lost
and
her
money.
passport?
No, it was stolen. I think it was stolen because it was one place at 1 minute and then it was just gone. So I think somebody did take her passport and her money. She had all of that in one little pocketbook.
Wow.
And she had what, $500? The amount, the amount was changing. I heard 900, 500. All her stuff was gone. So they upgraded her room. I don't know how Legro was able to get that done. They upgraded her room to the TRS. And Mia said she saw her on the beach afterward, like nothing was wrong.
I was just utterly shocked because earlier that day you were like in tears, and me and one of the other girls were standing right there with you and, you know, making sure you were okay. You were just, and I could understand, because if I thought that I had to stay over there, I'd have started leaving now. I'd have started walking down. I'm just gonna walk to the USA. I'm not staying here. And she was like, she had to change her room 3 times. She hadn't been to sleep. It was 2:00 in the morning. She still had not been to bed. The room was dirty, had mold in it.
Oh.
So yeah.
Now that was one thing about the rooms. I don't know if your room had it, but there was rust in the bathroom area.
Yeah,
rust
I did.
In the shower, rest on the knobs. There were no new knobs. Like, y'all don't know how to replace these knobs and with some newer ones. Because there were separate doors to open up the toilet and then the shower. It was just, rust in certain places. I'm like, what's going on? That this stuff just looks old. Like, y'all just don't want to replace the shower heads. Y'all can buy one off of Amazon and just replace it. I don't know how many rooms you need to do that for, but yeah, it was a little bit of rust situation. And stains
on the furniture.
Yes. And I'm like, the stains on the furniture. I'm like, did somebody sit their butt crack?
That's what I wondered. The one that sit like right at the desk. I thought somebody maybe had diarrhea and they were sitting in that chair and realized it was like go time, because that's exactly what it looked
like. No. And then back to the air. One of the ladies that was in the van with us going back to the airport, she said that she slept out on her balcony for one of the nights because it was so hot in her room.
No, I ain't sleeping out there. There's too many bugs out there.
There's too many bugs.
I had a gecko in my room and I was scared to go to sleep.
Exactly. Because I sleep with my mouth open, and if there's a lizard, fucking lizard walking around my room, no, I'm calling somebody. I don't know. I don't give a damn how long it takes room service or somebody from the front desk to get there, but come and get this creature out of my room.
Yep. I took a picture, took it down to the front desk. It was like, someone's coming. I said, okay. So I took the light, the little small reading light, and I just shined the light over there. I was like, I'm just gonna put the cover on my head and tuck it real tight. Dude, if you stay on that side of the room, I'm cool with you. Just don't come on this side.
Nah, but it'd be like that. Like, even like because like me, honestly, I've never stayed on no type of resort ever. Like, cause my husband is Jamaican, we always stay like at family house, in family houses and stuff. And I've seen a few lizards, but it was this one night, I kept telling my husband it was like a big cockroach. I was like,
hell no.
Get that bug. He's like, no, listen to this. This man is like, no, leave it alone. It's not bothering you. Leave it. My husband hates that I run from bugs. He thinks I'm crazy. He's like, it's not gonna do nothing to you. I'm like, bro, anybody runs from bugs. You just not normal. But he was like, no, just leave it alone.
I ain't normal either.
And I'm like, bro, can you please get up and kill the damn bug? And he was like, no. So the next thing you know, I seen this man jump up and he's like looking for something. I'm like, you saw the bug? And he's trying to look for something. And I'm like, you saw the bug? He was like, no, I think I saw a rat. I'm like, nigga, you get up for a fucking rat? Like, I'm from Brooklyn. I'm used to rats. Like, the fucking bugs is what bothered me.
I think I saw a bug. Nah, nigga, I saw a rat.
I was like, bro, he jumped up, and mind you, this is just after I'm begging him to find the bug. He's like, no, I'm going to sleep. And he saw something. He jumped up and started moving the dresser, moving. I'm like, nigga, what did you see? I said, oh, it looked like a rat. I'm like, so if it was a rat, you was gonna get it, but you're not gonna kill a fucking bug for me. But I've seen lizards for sure. I don't like them either.
Iguanas, they were stalking us outside of the buffet.
Iguanas? Hell no.
Yes. There were maybe like 3 or 4 at a time. If we walked out of breakfast, they were right there, ready to take pictures. They would even turn their heads, like, get my good side.
I'm done.
Oh, and the fishies. Notice.
I posted a picture of the
you
fish.
dead in the face.
Yes, I posted a picture of the fish on my Instagram, and you can see the whites of their eyes through
like they're
water.
looking at you, waiting for you to feed them, and they follow you as you walk a little down the walkway because they think you're going to get food.
I thought that was cute. I thought that was
cute. Dope. I swear, it was the best thing ever. Watching them fish just like literally looking at you just like this.
And they would even stick their mouths out of the water. They would stick their mouths out of the water to, I guess, catch the food. That was the best. Now, speaking of the wildlife, the travel agent did say that we were in the middle of the jungle, but we thought that we were in Cancun. So I'm like, is Cancun the city or is it in the middle of the jungle? Turns out we were an hour away from the airport in Cancun, and we were in Quintana Roo. I'm sorry. We were in Quintana Roo, Mexico, where the rest of the other resorts were. So we weren't technically in Cancun, but it was advertised to us like we would be in Cancun, because when the buses of people would go off site to the parties or whatever, or the excursions, they would have to drive to Tulum and do everything there. And then there was areas of the resort that wasn't, told to us that we can go in. Like, it was a video posted to the group today. Somebody found like one of those the wooden steps. It was just an area, a nice area, found that on the last day. It was right beside the lobby. Now, how come we couldn't find that?
I don't know where that damn place was at.
Exactly. I'm like trying to picture the lobby.
I'm still trying to figure out where the hell you find it.
Where was it around the lobby that they found it?
I have no idea. I really don't. I'm even thinking like, okay, where off the lobby? Because if you go one way, you're heading towards 56. I'm at 54, and if you go the other way, you're heading towards 53 and 52. So I'm like, where was it at? Not unless you had to go up and around. Like when the buses was coming, it had several exits.
Yeah.
You must have to go like you was leaving and then go around, because I couldn't see where anybody was walking in no forest. I couldn't see it. But
and one thing that was a little bit crazy, there was no seafood.
That was so weird. I'm allergic to seafood, and I was like, dang, they have no crab legs, no crabs, no shrimp, no fish, no. How?
They had white fish. They had white fish in excuse me, in like the tomato pasta sauce. Other than that, that was it.
Fish spaghetti again, huh?
Yes. Now that's another thing we were disappointed about in the Dominican Republic. We went to Sanoa Island, and we were told that we were going to be fed on the island by the locals. So the locals made the buffet spread for us, and we were supposed to tip them or whatever. And the locals, we were told that the locals, they rely on the natural resources of the island. There's no electricity on the island. So we're like, how did they cook all this food?
What? That's a good question.
How did they cook all that food?
But do you
with
think
the overcooked lobster that they had?
But then again, honestly, in Jamaica, like they'll go to the river and then they'll basically grill out there, even without a grill. Like they'll use pots. So do you think maybe they did that because they good for doing stuff like that on the islands?
Oh,
yeah,
it was gross. It was really nasty because they didn't say anything. Because had I not asked her, because I smelled a seafood smell, I didn't have my EpiPen with me.
Mm.
And I was like, I asked, I was like, what's in this? He was like, oh, it's fish sauce. And I'm telling the person who, runs the thing, I'm allergic to seafood. I can't eat nothing with no fish on, especially not from this place, because it should be fresh, and which is gonna. Y'all don't have no type of ambulance service, no hospital I want to go to. So I really just sat there and ate fruit.
Yeah. The
Again.
fruit was safe. I don't know about that salad because you can get a parasite from leaves. Also, I didn't touch that salad. I just got like chicken stuff that looked safe, but I had to eat again when we got back to the island. Now, oh God, these boats. Now in the Dominican Republic, we had a catamaran as our boat. Now we got on speedboats and went 30 minutes into the ocean, a good distance, and went to the pool that was basically a spot in the middle of the ocean, but it was still bottom to where we can walk. So it was still there, but it was still in the middle of the ocean. That was so weird. But when we got back and got on the catamaran to go back to the dock. Well, it wasn't even a dock. We just got back to the shore. We had to switch speedboats. We had to hop from the speedboat onto the bigger boat. Now, it was a few older people there. Madison's mom, she's on a walker. They had to move her walker and carry her from one boat to the other. It was just a lot. It was a lot. And then actually there was one blind person in the Dominican Republic also. It was a blind person who had to do all that. And we're like, we're in the middle of the ocean and you're making us do this? Mind you, it wasn't a yacht, it was a catamaran. So this year, I didn't go to the boat party. Did you go to the boat party?
I went to nothing.
Oh, me neither. I didn't go to anything. I didn't go to meet greet. I went to the pool party because it was right after dinner. But other than that, I didn't go to anything because I was sick the last couple of days of the trip. So apparently the boat, we were told that it was supposed to be yacht-like. Now, to me, that still doesn't sound like a yacht. She said yacht-like. So I'm like, if it's yacht-like, what type of boat is it? Just send us a picture. And then the boat that we saw, it was 3 stories. It had a slide. It just looked, real luxurious. And then we were told that as people were walking up to the dock, because they were docking, they weren't on speedboats this year. As people were walking up, they were like, oh, is that it? Like, it was that type of reaction.
Wow. But my thing is that if y'all had a bad experience in the DR, why did y'all use the same one to go to Mexico? Was it like a deal or something?
I don't think. Okay, so my sole purpose, I'm not gonna lie, it wasn't the trip in itself. I had such a great time with the friends that I met. I was looking forward to recreating those same type memories in a whole nother country. And I'm not going to say I did not create some wonderful memories on this one because I met some amazing people on this trip that I already have plans to go see in North Carolina. I think a couple of people are in Vegas. I didn't already made plans to go see them because I met them off this trip. So if I look past the hotel and the food, I was cool. Because like I said,
so it's just where they have y'all staying and then the food.
Yeah, I can ignore all that.
Okay. So it's a good trip.
I was upset, but I
do better though. They need to put y'all somewhere better for all of that shit.
Well, I think this time she finally understood that with the amount of money people were paying, I watched her going live and she was like, we need to get better. I'm thinking 5 stars. We're in our next trip because of the room situation. Too many people had to change rooms. Somebody had to change their room 5 times.
Wow.
That's a lot of changing.
I think it was cricket.
Yeah, that's a lot of changing. I'd have just left. Wow. You'd have paid for my quick flight to go back home because I would have left. But I mean, like I said, most of the people that went, the new people they went because, like they said, you don't know and who name attached to it, you're going.
Yeah.
The people who was at the DR, you're going to revisit those same friends that you met in the DR, plus meet some new people. The only thing about this group, they weren't as proactive in the group as we were. We were in the group talking long before we was even leaving.
Yeah.
So you were like looking forward to now putting a face to the actual person you've been talking to the whole time.
Yeah. Now here's the thing. They weren't proactive in the group, but did you know how it was a little cliquish?
Yeah.
Yeah. I thought I was going crazy. I was like, damn, it was a whole group that had a group text on WhatsApp. Like,
yeah, I heard about that.
Other people want to meet at the pool too. Like, yeah, like these 10 people will meet at the adult pool and like it'll just be us. Like other people want to go to the pool too. And like, look, y'all grown, y'all can do whatever y'all want. It's the exclusion of people who came by themselves. Who might be a little bit too shy. So why not just put in a group? Now, here's the thing. If you wanted to put anything in a group, it had to be accepted by the admin, which was the travel agent. Now, it may take a day or so to get whatever you wanted to post in the group. Now, unless it was pictures or videos of everybody having a good time, it'll get accepted real quick. But other than that, that took a while. But yeah, it's the exclusion because it was a few people like girl that had the sorority stuff on. I know she was by herself the whole time. She ate by herself.
I've never seen her. I saw that day.
She was in the van with us. She was in the van with us coming
to when you say that, I was like, oh, the old lady in the front.
Yeah, she sat up in the front. And that was it. That was the only time we seen her. And then in the buffet, like we just didn't see her. Not in pictures, not in lives, not nothing. So it was people who came who may not be as outgoing, who needed a little bit of push. But when you section yourself off into these cliques, it just makes it difficult to do that.
I agree.
So that was one problem I had because I was like, damn, so went to the steakhouse, so went to this restaurant. Oh, they was up at the pool until 5 a.m. I remember it was a group, not gonna say any names because I added them on Facebook. They were at the pool, one of the pools, from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m.
Yeah, that's how we did.
Damn day. Oh, you were there.
That was, we called it the pre-pool party.
And then they were too tired to come to the actual pool party.
Yeah, because that was dry.
Yes. So when I showed up to the pool party, the actual pool party that was supposed to be hosted by the celebrity that we had came to see, they weren't there on time. Nobody was there on time. I showed up. There was nobody in the pool. I was the first one to get into the pool. And I think it might have been like 8:30 or 9 o'clock before T.S. Madison showed up. And then the way to get to that pool, like I said, her mom's on a walker. I felt so bad because they had to go up these steps. Mind you, all of not the balconies, there were bridges made out of straight fucking wood. So if you stepped on them, you can hear a creak. And you think, well, shit, my big ass about to fall through this motherfucker. So this lady, she's on a walker. So they had her going up these steps. You know, she's scared. She's walking slow as hell. Go across this wooden bridge made of straight wood that if it gets wet, it's slippery as hell. And then she had to come down them steps one by one. It was so dangerous. I don't know if they had any accidents or anything like that, but I was holding on to my phone and my purse because if it dropped, bitch, it dropped. So I was like, well, damn, I know we're supposed to have a private pool. And then people kept coming over to our fucking pool. And the travel agent, she had to police.
The reason why they was coming over to the pool, because a lot of those people were at the pool party with us earlier. And they was like, "Oh, can we come on?" We was like, "Yeah, come on." It was like real cool. It was like a bridal party there. Like we had a ball. So it was like, "Come on!" But I told them, if I go to my room, I'm not coming back downstairs. I was on the 4th floor. I wasn't coming back down. I was honest. If I had to walk up 4 flights of stairs, I wasn't walking back down 4 flights and walk back up. So I said I wasn't coming to the pool party. I already had my pool party.
And that's another thing. You were on the 4th floor, but to get to each place on the resort was so far. Oh, and then just to get to the food, like damn, like I'm hungry, but am I that damn hungry that I'm gonna walk this far and get bit by mosquitoes on the way over there? So yeah, the pool party, there was nobody there. T.S. Madison came late. The DJ, we had a whole list of songs that was supposed to be played. The DJ might as well been that wedding DJ that was across the water from us. Because it sounded like, oh, let me make these Negroes happy and play some Michael Jackson, Beat It. We don't want to hear that shit. That's not what we rock to. We had a whole list of songs. And I said, damn, Jaquan should have DJ'd this whole event because that's what he does. He runs a whole karaoke bar.
Yep.
And he had the dance moves to go with everything. Shit. Him and his husband. I even said that in the group. I said, Jaquan needs to DJ. I said, Jaquan needs to DJ. I don't know who this guy was. The only thing that was popping was when he played Meg the Stallion Body. And I don't know if you saw it, Juanita, but we had a twerk contest. So, okay, let me sit up for this.
Sorry.
Yeah, let me sit up for this. Okay, so the twerk contest, that was the highlight of the night. It felt like the person who was hosting it, and they weren't all in. You know what I mean? If you're a celebrity and people pay to come see you, just like you go to a concert, they come to an event, a hosting gig or whatever, just like you did your road shows, where is the pizzazz or whatever it was that you had in any other instance? Like, she turned it on, did the twerk contest. The person won their money. We gotta talk about that too. The person won their money. It was a $200 prize, and then after that, she just gave the microphone back. And I'm like, well, damn.
What's the person? T.R. Madison?
T.S. Madison.
T.S.?
Yeah.
They're on Instagram?
Yep, T.S. Madison. I don't know if she still has the website up, but she used to do porn.
T.S. Madison?
Yes, she used to do porn. Like I said, they are transgender. The website is bigdickbitch.com.
So T.S. Madison is a transgender?
Yes.
Oh, interesting.
Sorry.
Yeah. I mean, it doesn't make a difference either way because I am a fan. So it wasn't just me or Mia. A couple of people were let down because we were like, I told Mia, I was like, I saw a live before we got down here, and she was like, oh, I got to go down to Mexico. And I'm like, well, shit, stay your ass home if you feel that way.
Oh my God. Yeah.
It was like another thing to her. It wasn't like how she used to do it a couple of years ago. It was just, let me pack me and my mama's stuff and buy these flights and come on down here and do this because I got to go to New York when I come back and film this movie. Like, okay, well, that's not the type of attitude we were looking for. It just wasn't all in. It just wasn't all in. And another red flag to us was the same group of people that came with her in the Dominican Republic. They weren't here this year.
I have a really weird question.
What happened?
So this is T.S. Madison you're talking about, right? Wait,
No,
this.
That's Miss Sophia.
That's T.S. Madison.
Yeah,
That's what I was trying to show y'all. But basically, if she was born a he, how did they get breasts like so big?
Hold on, if what?
If they were born a he, how do they get their breasts so big? Like, where do they find the skin at? Like, how does that happen? If they,
I don't know.
I think they take the hormones. I think it's
when you take hormones, it produces, just like when you take testosterone, it reduces.
Everybody has a little bit of everything, except we don't have prostates. Everybody has
basically,
testosterone.
they don't even have to get implants to get like that. They can naturally, with the help of it.
You still have to get implants. I think you still have to get implants.
That's what
depending on what size that you want. But T.S. Madison is still pre-op. She doesn't have the change downstairs.
Okay.
Yeah. Y'all sit the fuck down somewhere. Okay, I'm sorry. So yeah, it was like it wasn't all in it just wasn't all there. Like we didn't feel it the way we felt it down in the Dominican Republic because we were excited. Even though the Queen Supreme Court show was a short show. Oh shit, that. Okay, so the show. Like I said, she didn't have the same team here in Mexico like she had in the Dominican Republic. The team she had her, was it her manager at the time? She did have Gio there with her. Gio quit because they fell out on social media. Funky Dineva didn't. Girl, I tried to send it to you, Mia. Did you see that Funky Dineva is in Mexico right now?
I told you he was going to Mexico before we left when he said, I'm coming to Mexico.
Huh?
I told you he was coming.
My bad.
He did post something.
And I was trying to, because now that y'all mention it, I'm like,
be right back. Got potty.
Okay. But I was trying to see if he was this supposed to be his room in Mexico? Because he was mad though.
What?
Let me read it.
I thought this
is what he says, this is what I get for being a day late. These hoes straight up tried me. They got me in the basement dungeon with 4 kitty beds. Mind you, all their rooms are luxurious with big, beautiful business desks, long dressers, full-length mirrors, big bathrooms with big tubs, and I'm down here in the garage. He was like, that's okay. These hoes will get no peace across the next 4 days. I wonder if he's in Mexico.
Where does it say up under his name? The location.
It says Puerto Vallarta, Jalisco. Can you see it? Probably not.
That says Jamaica.
That's not Jamaica. Jalisco. Let's see where this is. I'm looking.
Jessica, whatever the hell that is.
You know how you click on it and it tells you. Hold on, let me look at the map. Let me zoom out. It looks like he could be in Mexico. Look at where it is. You see the red dot? That looks like Mexico, right?
That is Mexico.
It's under Texas.
Oh, they did. Oh shit! T.S. Madison is live.
But the church is it an air conditioner here? Oh, that's it right there. Baby, turn that air conditioner on here. Ooh.
Okay, so T.S. Madison is live, but I don't think anybody sent her our live because nobody knows who we are yet. So, so it just seemed like she wasn't all there. I keep saying that, but that's what it felt like. And all the people that were with her last year of the other trip, they weren't here. Her videographer, her manager that had quit. Obviously, he wasn't there. It was a few people. Craig, Funky Dineva. I asked Funky Dineva before we came down here. I was like, are you coming down with T.S. Madison? And he was like, as of now, no, sorry. I was like, okay. Well, shit.
You know, it's interesting that you brought that up because you're saying I didn't even know they was connected, but I did see Funky Dineva when I was on the the Peaches and Dream podcast Instagram. But he is in Mexico. He was like, Where he said, "Y'all are in luck. I can comfortably and efficiently upload from Mexico. The upload speeds are sufficient. Yay." So basically, they probably went and did their own trip to go to Mexico, and it coincidentally was around the same time because y'all were last week and they're this week.
Not everybody else. Her videographer, he went down to Miami at the same time we were down in Mexico. Craig, he stayed back down in Atlanta. Yeah, so everybody was doing their own thing, but I'm like, doesn't she need these people? Aren't they on her staff? How come they're not here? And I was trying to wait till Mia got back, but that goes into the Queen Supreme Court that was it wasn't recorded like it was last time. She didn't have, like I said, she didn't have the videographer. What was told to us is that we're supposed to take all the pictures and the videos that we can and upload it to the group so it can be uploaded to T.S. Madison's YouTube, I think. Uploaded to T.S. Madison's YouTube. And they were going to use our intellectual property of what we shot with our cameras. It wasn't a camera setup. It wasn't anything. They had, it wasn't like a Queen Supreme Court. It wasn't the usual setup. It wasn't a table. It was just a party, a couple of strippers. Like I said, it just wasn't the same. So them uploading to T.S. Madison's YouTube, they're going to monetize off of that. They're going to monetize off of what we uploaded to the group. Now, if she'll demonetize it, I don't know, but you don't post anything to YouTube for nothing. You want to get paid. So that was a disappointment to me because I'm like, it's not the same show that we have. And the guy that you showed before T.S. Madison, that's Miss Sophia. We were supposed to come down here the way it was advertised, Miss Sophia's birthday weekend. We don't, like, there was no cake. I don't know if they said happy birthday. Like nothing. So it was just come down here. It was just come down here. I don't even know if we really celebrated Miss Sophia's birthday like we were supposed to, because that's what it was advertised.
So was the Miss Sophia person there?
Yeah, that was the guy that you had shown before T.S. Madison.
Okay.
Now Miss Sophia, she just dresses up as a woman, just not an actual, female or woman. So yeah, that was supposed to be the birthday weekend, and we didn't see none of that.
Sorry.
Mia, anything else? Oh, the boat. Okay, so like I told you at breakfast, they had the twerk contest. The twerk contest, the grand prize was $200.
Okay.
So these ladies, they're shaking their behind. One guy pulled his shorts down, showed his bare behind.
Oh my goodness.
So one of the girls, she won $200. Maddie put out that amount, $200. So when Maddie and her crew came into the party, they sat on my chair where my stuff was. So I went back and sat on my chair. But Maddie, she shared a piece of my chair. She sat down on the other side. So I'm overhearing Maddie and the travel agent. They're talking about, so do you have the money to give this girl her prize? And I'm like, why are they talking about this? Didn't they set this up before the pool party? They didn't. It seemed like they had to scramble to get that $200 prize money because the cash that the travel agent had, it was supposed to pay for the boat that everybody was on the next day.
Wow.
So they had to get cash from wherever. and still have enough to pay for the boat, because apparently they weren't able to pay for it in advance. She had to pay cash, American cash, the next day.
Mm.
And I thought that was a little sus, because I'm like, if you book everything online, how come you can't book it in advance?
Right.
So yeah, that was a little fishy to me. Yeah. And plus, it wasn't the same boat that everybody thought that they were going to be on. They didn't even leave the shore, apparently.
Mm.
Yeah, you summed it up.
Mm-hmm. Somebody said that they were like 20 minutes away from the shore, but you can still see the beach.
Mm.
So it wasn't all that like it was supposed to be.
But it was like a yacht party, or was just a boat ride?
It was, like I said, it was a yacht-like. It was supposed to be a 3-story yacht. It was supposed to be a yacht, but they got a yacht.
I'm done. Well, at least you made good memories and you experienced it and you came back alive.
Yeah.
Barely.
Yeah. And, it's a few people who aren't going to be on the next trip. They're on the no-fly list because they were causing some problems.
Really?
Yes. One lady was a little bit too handsy. She was sticking her fingers in girls' twats.
What?
Yes. And another girl, they got on the bus back from the boat party, and they're arguing over seats.
Mm-mm.
Mm-hmm.
They were arguing over seats, and the girl that was making the whole big fuss, mind you, these are 2 studs. Were they 2 studs, Mia?
I think they were. If they weren't, I know one was, and the other one was still a part of the letters.
Yeah. Yeah. So the girl who was doing all the yelling, she called the other girl that was supposedly in her seat. She kept calling her a dyke bitches and all that.
Oh, wow.
Just horrible, showing her whole ass. Was that the same one that was getting really, really drunk and belligerent?
Mm-hmm.
That was the same one?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So did security come and take them out or something?
No. The travel agent had to run over to our bus, and she was like, if so-and-so makes another peep, says another word, pull over and put him out.
Oh, wow.
Or call the police. Because the travel agent felt like she was babysitting this trip. And she basically was. It was a lot of pettiness going on.
That's entertainment.
But hey, I wasn't there to see it. We got the powwow. We had like powwow breakfasts the next morning. Every time something happened, we'll meet at breakfast. Like, break. Okay, what happened?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, man.
Even though I barely ate.
I've never stayed in a resort. I want to experience it, but I kind of like living like a local.
Nah, bruh. Nah.
I'm not living like no local right there.
Nah.
Well, in Jamaica, it's different because my husband's family, they got family houses, but I like it because it's like when I want to go to the store, I go to the store. When I want to go to the ATM, I go to the ATM. When I want, when you're on a resort, I heard, especially with the C word, you can't really go nowhere. You can't even leave the resort. And I like to go experience life,
You can. You just had to. I think you had to make it like it was an excursion.
Yeah.
The guy that was the contact for our excursions, or nobody was really able to get in contact with him.
Wow. Yeah.
A few people that could.
You know what y'all need to consider doing next time is finding your own all-inclusive. I said exclusive. Your all-inclusive resort and your own flight tickets, and compare it to, because y'all said y'all paid $1,500 or more for that. Yeah, because anytime I travel, like my plane ticket is probably gonna be like $500 to $700, and then I'm sure you can find an all-inclusive resort for like $800 to $1,000 on your own. The only thing is that, like, if they have any, like, what do you call those extras, a lot of the times, like when you book to a travel agency, like for example, how y'all did the yacht party or whatever, or the yacht ride or whatever it was, that probably was something exclusive to the travel agency, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, but you could probably, but even if you did that on your own, you could take you could take a trip and then go visit other places off of the resort. But I don't know. I just don't like to feel caged in and like I can't do what I want to do.
That's how it felt. That's how it felt.
And then I'd rather be mad at myself for fucking up and booking a fucked up hotel with no AC than to be paying a company that's responsible for making sure I have a good quality vacation. Like I would be mad as fuck. Now if I set it up myself, then I could be mad at myself and then mad at the motherfuckers that, the people who own the hotel. But I would be mad as fuck if I pay somebody my money for this amazing vacation and I can't even get no goddamn AC. Well, have you guys
Mia,
ever been to Mexico before we come off?
no,
First time?
no. Was there anything about the trip, Mia, that you wanted to
Oh,
review
you
or
did
give your
great.
thoughts on?
You did great. No, my stomach growling again.
Okay. Well, to finish off, Juanita, what do the cards say?
Okay, so basically, I'm just going to do like an oracle card. So they got this one. It says obstacles are detours in the right direction. And then I want to do that was oracle, and I want to do a affirmation. Oh, this one is for you, Peaches. It's number 17. It says, I am healthy. Well, this is for both of y'all because I know both of y'all said y'all was a little off. I honor my body and am grateful for the work it does for me. I nourish my body through self-care. I rest when I need to rest. I eat nourishing meals when I need to eat. And I exercise when I need to exercise. I am healthy. I need to exercise because my ass keep talking about it, but I ain't doing no exercises. But I need to. I'm working out on Saturdays. I'm getting back to my 1 day a week. Yes. So anyway, so that was an oracle and an affirmation for us to finish off the night. We missed 1, 2, 3, 4 on the clock. Could you believe it?
We did.
4 minutes ago, it was 1, 2, 3, 4. But
Oh,
anyway.
catch it next time. But I am about to doze off. Thank you, Mia, for coming on and sticking with us.
You're welcome. I had a great time.
Thank
2
you.
hours,
Nice
2
meeting you.
minutes.
You too.
Yeah, we probably have to have Mia on and have a whole panel thing going on.
No problem. Just let me know, girl.
Alrighty. Well,
And
thanks.
since y'all like to travel, we need to find a local road trip we could do, like in the U.S.
Sounds like a plan.
Okay. Well, everybody pick a spot and let's just go.
I'm serious, and I'm off on weekends, but right now my birthday, I was supposed to go to the British Virgin Islands, but the case is looking crazy. But yeah, we got to talk about that.
Well, I was gonna go to New
I
Orleans
want to
for my
travel.
birthday, trying to see how much that costs.
I've
So
never been.
exactly.
Yeah, I've never
Wonderful.
And apparently, my birthday is the same as Marie Laveau's. So
It's wonderful down there. They're the most nicest people you'll ever meet in New Orleans.
really, okay.
I'm telling you, the food is good. It's
That's what I heard.
It's a little saddened because you're going to see some parts of New Orleans that's still affected by Katrina.
Yeah.
But for the most part, it's a great place. And like I said, those are the most nicest people I've met in any other country I've ever been in with that good old Southern hospitality. So you'll enjoy it.
Okay. Yeah, you my love. Yeah. Okay. Okay.
All right, ladies.
Well, close us out, Winky.
You do the close. You forgot.
Yeah, but you usually start it off and I finish.
All right. Well, good
See,
night,
we've
you
been going for
guys.
too
Thank
long.
you so much for tuning in to Peaches and Dream podcast.
All right, y'all. Stay black. Shoot.
Stay blessed.
Oh, be blessed, stay black, and fuck the police.
Bye, y'all.
We will see y'all next week. Thanks, Mia.
You're welcome. Bye, girl.
Good night, y'all.